and expose the fact that he ain't even trying to pay child support. Once y'all go ask Patrick when he was in the hospital, who blamed who for why he was in the hospital when he was about to kill himself, which he should have. I mean, you do harmful things to children. We show no sympathy for you. And what's even more crazy about it is we have heard him. We have audio videos of him just talking about me day after day after day. Oh yeah, he tried to off himself, Tina. Like last year or something. That's why I told the dead llamas, you know what, we gonna give Patrick a little break. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, obviously it's bothering him. You know, yeah, bro, he tried to off himself with one of his family members, one of his kids in the house, which is fucking irresponsible. If you gonna do it, nigga, go in the woods somewhere by yourself. But see, when I start going hard and I start this Patrick is the babysitter stuff up and we start talking about his case again and we start bringing it up, he'll be crying. They won't leave me alone. I don't say anything to these people. I left them alone. I haven't said anything to them in years. That's what he's going to play. That's the card he's going to play.
Like they backed it up 6 weeks. So
I want y'all to listen to this. This is his baby mother talking to us inside a clubhouse.
Again, I thought my son was just a colicky baby. I did point out, and that is accurate, that he did act differently around Patrick than he did me or anyone else that was holding him.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. So did he was bloody murder or something? Like what was like how?
That's what my mother said, but yes, it was like a different scream. And I would, you know, as soon as I heard it, I would go in there asking what happened, whatever. He would never have an answer for it, and I'd take my son and, you know, move on, calm him down, and then move on. I mean, I don't know. It kind of like, I think about it now, like I'm sitting here thinking this kid only is colicky because I've had colicky babies, you know. Meanwhile, you know, he was probably hurting. And so like that thought kind of like really upsets me. But
so she's basically saying when her child was with Patrick, he would be in there screaming to the point where she has to run in the room to see what is wrong with him. But everybody lying on him.
You know, there was no physical evidence other than the bruise on the stomach, which was in the recording. The very next day, I took him to the pediatrician. He's always been I want to clear this up. He's always been to a pediatrician on time. I was very, you know, like there was no waiting or nothing like that. So when I went to the doctor, I have a condition, a blood disorder, and I was told that it could be passed down to my children. And because I was breastfeeding at the time, I was concerned that may be why he bruised, because it was just like bruising around the stomach. So the pediatrician, you know, did the blood work necessary to see if he had that condition or not. And obviously that was just called because there was no explanation for this bruising. Diaphysics came out, they investigated, and they were going to close the case because it came back that he does have the blood disorder, which is a good thing to know. But it just happens we found out then, you know. For 3 weeks, or 2 weeks, I want to say, for 2 weeks on Halloween, I was getting him dressed for Halloween in his costume. And that's when the arm thing, where like I would lift his arm, but he wouldn't like have any reflex. It would just fall to the ground. That's when I took him to the emergency room. I'm not sure if Patrick was with me or not. I'm not sure who was with me. Somebody was with me, whether it be my mother or him. I'm not sure. But I took him to the nearest emergency room. He did not drive 2 hours. We didn't do any of that. All that stuff is not true. I took him to the nearest emergency room in Brick. It was called Ocean Medical. They did x-rays. They couldn't figure out why this kid had no mobility in his arm. So from there, they admitted him to the hospital, but they admitted. So he was taken from Ocean Medical.
And just for the record, we don't care, because we never told her to come to our server for this. She came to our server out of nowhere, and she said, I want to clear my name, and I'm coming here on my own will, because we don't even know how the fuck I don't know how she found out about the server. And I explained to her, if you say any of this shit, this is a public room. Anybody can hear this. And if you're lying, this has nothing to do with us. If you don't say nothing in here that you don't feel comfortable with, because we are going to play the shit and we are going to bring awareness to it. And she said, I'm okay with that. So none of that matters, respectfully. Let's continue this.
Which is in Brick, New Jersey, to Neptune, New Jersey. And he was there for 16 days until they figured out exactly what was wrong with him.
Let me ask you this real quick, because I know somebody got something to say. Because I like to ask the right questions, because Kim can freely speak about your kids and what's going on about that situation. So I'm pretty sure at this point, you know. Can you explain to us, is it true, do Kim have custody of her actual children?
I can't, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if she has custody or she doesn't have custody, but he's not 3 years old. He's 7.
Okay.
I do know that the mother, he resides with the mother, and that she said she was going to court to get her son back. Whether she actually is in court right now or not.
Oh yeah, and pause this. Y'all remember when Kim and Eb and I Speak, they had that live, and Kim said that she spoke to Patrick's baby moms about it and she got information. Well, she didn't know any of this was going to go live. She was thinking that they were just asking her questions. She didn't know they was about to actually go live. And Patrick was begging her to come to the live to speak about it. And she wasn't coming live to speak about it because Patrick wanted her to not tell the truth, but to make him look good. So she rejected to come on live about it. So they manipulated her. They got her to say stuff, and then they ran to their live and they opened up a live about it. She never knew that they were going to go to TikTok about all this shit. She didn't know nothing about all this. So can you imagine being a mother and another person is up there talking about your children in a context of not saying everything properly and saying everything right because she's trying to cover her husband's ass? And Fo, don't worry, we gonna get Carmen ass next too. That bitch ain't safe for doing what she did to you.
Sure. Of course, I asked Patrick because that's all I can really do. I don't know her like on that kind of a level. We've had conversations. I thought she was cool, but yeah, no. And he says that she still has custody, but to actually know for sure, I don't.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But how can she go to court too to get her kid back if she's not working and Pat's fighting this? Like that don't math up.
She was working. I don't know if she's working now. I don't think she's working anymore, but she was working at one point in time.
I have came across the article with Patrick's name, but I'm not sure if it was his. But it was like, I think he was going through a lawsuit or something. He was trying to sue like one of his companies he used to work for. Was that him or was that not?
That was definitely him. I was married to him at that time. It was interesting to hear it come out again because I didn't know all the details of how he stole something or something like that around it. I didn't know all that. And it's interesting because the police knew about Patrick before this incident occurred, before we were investigated and everything like that. The police in Brick told us that he has a history of he knows Patrick and there's a history, but wouldn't go into details with my mother or I in regards to whatever interactions he may have had. So I found that really.
Is it true about his dad?
Now this is what I want y'all to know. Do you know how many people in my circle who have not heard this audio? They have been in my circle for almost 2.5 years and they have never heard this audio. You know why? Because I said as long as he leave me alone, I'ma just drop this shit. I'm not gonna go to the Patrick is the babysitter stuff no more. As long as he stay on his side of TikTok, I'ma stay on my side of TikTok. I'ma just let the shit go. I'm done with it. Let me just go mind my business. But now your ass trying to disrespect me by hosting a live saying that I said I'm gonna piss in a kid's mouth. Now you're just going too fucking far. I can take the whole you calling me a hater. I can take the whole you saying I want you. I can take all that. But when you host your live with 700 and plus something people, bro, now I show no more. I'm not holding back. I'm not off it no more. We not off you no more. Respectfully. The fuck is your problem up there lying on me, nigga? When you a whole fucking abuser. Nigga, we got the audio and recording, nigga.
Oh, sorry. Is it true
No,
about
that is
dad?
false. That is false. That's not him.
And just to be fair, she was not in here lying on him. We were just clearing up what was true and what was false. That's what she came in here to do, to clear up what was true, what was false, so when we come back to social media, we can tell everybody what was false and what was true. Because there was a lot of rumors going around. She didn't come in there with the intentions of slamming him, throwing his name under the bus, making him look bad. She just came in there specifically to clear her name because they kept saying that she was the one who leaked the audio, and also they were trying to say that everything was leading back to the mom. Somebody in his circle said that. We have the recording of that. Oh yeah, and not to mention, he decided to put my wife's name on the case that he was supposed to be putting out. He put my wife's name up there as well. Remind you, my wife have never said anything to Patrick. Like he was that desperate. Nothing happened, of course. Nobody got arrested or no cease and desist. But now certain stuff is coming out and I saw my wife's name on the paperwork. My wife is not like his. She don't sit on social media and be in fucking mess and arguing with men and people and getting and shit like that. She's feminine and an adult. She ain't got time for that shit. She's a businesswoman. She's not sitting on lives all day with a bunch of motherfuckers arguing, and no, she's not doing that. So when you bring my wife into shit, my nigga, that's when we have a real serious problem.
His father, he doesn't have a close relationship with his father. His father and him are estranged, but that's not his father, no.
Yeah, so like I
It's a
said,
little coincidental that they both have the same last name and they're both from New York.
yeah, that's crazy.
He's not from New York. He's from Haiti, and he lives in PA. Or he did the last time I knew about it. I can't, again, another thing I can't really say. I've been out of his life for 5 years, so I don't
But this goes into, give me a second, hold on.
know.
Right, but
Let me see something.
In a way, and said that he won't be able to protect me. I got a cease and desist letter, and me.
Now listen to this. Listen to this, everybody. I want y'all to listen to this. Listen to this part. Really, listen.
Oh, this is a good know for a fact that they're going to flip it on you somehow when they get upset at
Oh yeah.
How?
He already kind of threatened me in a way and said that he won't be able to protect me. I got a cease and desist letter through via email. So, but you know.
Wait, you got a letter?
I got a cease and desist letter. He sent it to me via email.
For what?
To stop talking to you guys, to unfriend you, to block you, to not speak to you.
What?
You can't send a cease.
So he sent his ex-baby mother a cease and desist letter to block all of us and to stop talking to us. Why do you think he's doing that? Through an email, Tina. This your man's? Yo, Tina, this your man's, yo?
Assist for that, and you can't even send it through email.
His lawyer says that I need to be careful. I read it to actually Ray.
Oh, you gotta watch her.
Rhea.
Listen. Let me tell you something about Rhea, and I'm just going to be honest. You have to watch Rhea because
she wanted me to come on her thing, and I chose not to.
No,
do not ever do that.
I am trying to tell you.
We already called Ray the Fixer for being a predator, too. We got the audio of that. If y'all want to listen to that later on, we can also bring that up, too. Okay? Hold on. Give me one second.
When Blaze or
Hold on.
I spoke to Elisa, and Patrick sent her a fucking letter, cease and desist, and we could have low key
Hold on.
saying anything that happened, but
Okay, so I'm looking for some more audio. Give me 1 second.
whoa.
That's all I can tell you because I don't know. I'm still trying to get.
So this,
around
all right,
here.
right. So he tried to unalive himself.
Oh, here you go. Oh, I did get it. Okay, so listen. This is what she says. Listen, I'm just a fucking messenger, people.
I don't know. I'm still trying to get.
So this,
around
all right,
here.
right. So he tried to unalive himself while the children was around.
My daughter,
Wow.
Oh my God.
not my boys. My boys weren't there for it.
He's truly a monster. I'm
But
so
you can-
sorry.
Oh my God, that is disgusting, bro.
My daughter doesn't want, and it's true, my daughter doesn't want to go there. She's only going there this weekend because it's my son's birthday and they're going somewhere.
Because Kim said your daughter. Kim said her daughter got it.
TV.
Yo.
TV. She's been talking to me in private message on TikTok, and I told her that we could get her some videos to maybe show the judge.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Whatever
You
the
can
fuck.
fill out an ex parte. An ex parte is an immediate hearing that you can file in family court if you feel that there is a imminent risk, like him saying, "I'm going to commit suicide," and there's enough videos out there of him saying that they will pull the kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, she showed the judge some videos last time.
I hear her
but the
voice.
judge
I hear her
was
voice.
some really
With the fucking videos, just even the fact that they sent you out a letter and telling you that you can't talk on social media, just the fact that he's out here talking about somebody want to fuck his 11, no disrespect, because that's your daughter too, F his 11-year-old daughter.
So TV.
This is disgusting shit.
Now, let's not forget that, Todd. Y'all remember what he said to OC? He asked OC if he wanted to FUCK his daughter. Y'all remember that? We said, OC, you want to F my daughter. You want to F my 12-year-old daughter, don't you? But you on this app trying to spread lies about me? Please.
Videos and receipts for her. I told her.
You know, my daughter, if he got off of TikTok, she told me that the other day.
Listen.
He got off of TikTok. This thing that would happen.
His 11-year-old daughter.
So TV.
This
I
is
told her that we
disgusting
had
shit.
Videos and receipts for her. I told her.
You know, my daughter said that the best thing that would happen to him is if he got off of TikTok. She told me that the other day.
Wow.
My daughter also told him that she hates Kim. She doesn't want him to be.
I was just about to say that because Kim made a video.
Now, y'all remember When Kim was up there saying, "Oh, I got a close relationship with the daughter," that's not what the baby moms are saying. Listen, I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger, people. Respectfully. I'm just a messenger. Let's go to some more of this shit.
My son is over there too. I'm sure he's gonna be with me, so that has not changed. So yeah, I'm letting my son be there. He's happy right now, whatever. But or residentially, all these kids belong with me.
Y'all remember when he said Blaze was lying about him having what is it, supervision parenting or whatever the fuck you call it. Listen to this. Was Blaze really lying?
Right now, whatever. But or residentially, all these kids belong with me.
That's what I was asking. So you have primary physical custody of your children.
Yes, I do.
And the shared custody part is he's allowed visitation with his children.
Visitation and we have to discuss things with each other as far as major decisions.
Okay. So
Well, then shouldn't you be?
But he told everybody he got full custody. Yo, they be on his fucking app. Capping.
I was picking him up from the Convoy terminal, and the plan was for him to come back to my house. And
Hold
I
on.
was sick, so I had to get back home. Over my friend's house, da da da. I said, "No, you're not. You're not taking my kids over to somebody else's house."
Listen.
I was picking him up from the Convoy terminal, and the plan was for him to come back to my house, spend the day with the kids, and then he was going to go home later that day because he had to work. And my son was sick, so I had to get back home because he needed to change his clothing or whatever. So he was on the phone with some girl, and he was like, trying to get my kids to we're gonna go over to my friend's house, da da da. I said, "No, you're not. You're not taking my kids over to somebody else's house. I don't know." So we got into a huge argument because I refused to let him take my kids over to some stranger's house. Started calling me all types of names, bitch, whore, slut, all types of names. You know it. He probably said it to me that day. And the kids were like, "Stop, Daddy, blah, blah, blah." And they were getting very upset and started crying. And then, on my way home, the kids they were so upset, they were puking. So they ended up puking in my backseat. My son and my daughter ended up puking in the backseat. So it was pouring rain at this time. So we ended up pulling over. He was like, "Pull over." And, he's on the phone with this woman.
Give me 1 second.